fight over 6 rounds. Our referee, Sinton Tsekelete, judges Jaap van Nieuwenhuizen, David Mentor, and Joe Horn.
So here we go then, Barry, over 6 rounds, an eliminator for the WBA Pan-African title and a guaranteed crack at the title for the winner of this fight. Patoma Cito and William Khare, I would suggest, looking at their records, whichever one loses tonight perhaps might want to hang his boots up, but for the winner, a great opportunity up ahead.
Yes, indeed, and of course it does mean this crowd in Botswana really had an unbelievable entertainment, and I don't expect this one to be any different. I really don't.
Patoma Cito and William Khare. Cito in the barbershop trousers, the red and white stripes, or candy shop if you like, and the South African William Khare, South African champion I might add.
Body.
Cracks a good punch, does Khare.
Double up.
But Patoma Cito, I must tell you, having a look at him in training over the last couple of weeks, he looks in decent shape, although Khare is getting inside and on top of him already. He's a clever boxer, Khare. He doesn't give that impression, but he is a very clever boxer indeed.
Yeah, he's been around a long time, 21 professional fights, 15 of which he's won, and only 6 he's lost, and he does pack a good punch. It's a good right, actually. He likes to use it as a combination. He likes to jab and follow through with the right.
Double.
Explosive action on the night of the African Warriors. Follow up to the day of the African Warriors.
Body.
Great to have you along with us across the continent on Premier Sport on TV Africa.
Jab.
BOXE TV in Southern Africa.
Right.
South Africa.
Overhand right.
From the Grand Palm Casino Hotel Resort
Overhand right. Left hook.
in Gaborone in Botswana. And all the action coming from William Khare at the moment.
Overhand right. Half there.
Looks like Patoma Cito doesn't particularly like being punched in the tummy.
Jab. Double left hook.
And Khare has picked that up pretty early.
What two left hook.
Short one.
Got him up against the ropes, and in fact he's been all over him ever since the fall, and that's a tremendous punch just on the heart. That is really sore. That is a really wicked blow to take. I remember many years ago when I was involved in training a former South African heavyweight contender. Whenever he got annoyed with me for making him run too far, we used to punch on the handbags. He used to just occasionally go, "Don't like you too much, Louis," and give me a bit of a whack on the heart. By golly, you know all about it. Uppercut from Patoma Cito. Sinton Tsekelete, the referee, separates them. Just looks as though if the South African were to step back a pace or two, he might be a bit more effective.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think he's fighting too close. I really do. He's got dynamite punches. That one a little bit low, but he's got dynamite punches. If he lets that left jab, that's what he needs to do. Keep him on the outside, grab the left jab, and try that little bit not so vicious right that he did there when flying by. But end of a first interesting round, and I think at the end of the day, the South African will have shied at that one. I think it would be ahead, and he would have a 2-9 situation.
That's the corner of William Khare. How about a great entertainment in this night of the African Warriors?
I think the crowd's really do. I think they've turned up and really delighted with what they've seen. And I think this being only the second professional tournament in Botswana, I think Botswana got a lot to be proud of. I really do, because this has been a wonderful entertainment. I think well organised too, considering it's only their second event.
And I think we might, as TV Africa, need to look next time at a bigger venue.
Yeah, well, we said that, did we not? We thought this might be the case, bring good boxing to the people that love it here. And remember, there's a lot of amateur boxers in the ring. I've been fun in the crowd I've been talking to. And they say this is beautiful. This is what they want to see in Botswana, professional boxing.
And also it, of course, gives them the hope and inspiration to get into the gym tomorrow, because they know that one day they can be on a professional boxing tournament here in Gaborone in Botswana. And what a beautiful city, what a beautiful country it is. Really, really is. Got Zimbabwe, Namibia and South Africa around it. And it is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful country, and a beautiful hotel as well, the Grand Palm Hotel Casino Resort. Well worth a trip to Gaborone in Botswana, wherever you are across the African continent and across the world. Good work on the inside now from Patoma Cito, and the referee breaks them.
Right body, right body, right body. That's it, lift to top.
Ooh, a little low there from Khari, and that was a good hook from Khari. He goes low and he goes high. Patoma Cito got a pretty good jaw. But it just looks as though William Khari is beginning to get into his stride now.
Yeah, I don't think Cito's got too much to answer here, Louis. I really don't. I think Khari's doing combinations. He's going down low, he's coming up high. He's doing everything right. He's doing, in fact, what he's doing here, he's doing a gymnasium workout. That's what he's doing. He really is. He's really putting all his combinations together. I just hope he doesn't run out of steam. It is only a 6-rounder, admittedly, but at the end of the day, I think he's putting some really good combinations together.
Well, I can tell you, Barry, that William Khari has actually trained for 8, but Patoma Cito had only trained for 6. There was a little confusion in the distance of the fight, so the WBA declared that they would go 6 rounds, and of course the main reason for that, we don't want anybody hurt going any longer than they've trained for. That was a good short little hook from Patoma Cito. And William Khari also getting some really good punches in. They're very short punches, but they're scoring punches. They might not be knockout punches. They certainly are scoring punches. You just wonder why they're all throwing such short little punches. You'd like to see them throw some big ones, wouldn't you?
Left to body, left to body. Jab, jab. Left to body. Left to body. Left to body. Jab, 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 jab.
So, all the work on the inside, looking for the big punch at the end of round number 2. And Patoma Cito looks a little dejected as he comes back to his corner. Good uppercut coming in from Patoma Cito. Take us through the slow motion.
Good left jab, good combinations once again from Khari, and I think he just doesn't stand away enough. He doesn't give himself room to throw punches. He's almost cramped in throwing those punches. If only he could just come away and then go back in again, give himself a nice jab and lead through with the right, because he's got a good hook, and you can see a bit of wear and tear coming on the face of Cito, and that shows that, in fact, there have been some really good punches going in from William Khari.
Manny Fernandez is a trainer in the corner there saying, try and throw the overhand right. That's the punch that he's looking for, the overhand right. And now the referee, well, I'm not too sure what he's up to. He wants to wipe the brow. Just too much Vaseline on the brow and the cheeks of the Congolese boxer, and a bit of blood coming from his mouth. And now he does the same to William Khari. And on we go. At last we start the next round. Round 3. They are standing very, very close to each other and have, right from the start, good uppercut from the South African. It looks like Patoma Cito has given up there for a moment. I just thought for a second there he'd given up.
Well, you know, there's the old thing, he definitely was hit low, and in fact he got a glancing blow going upwards, and by word, that really does make your eyes water. But I think what the old adage is, protect yourself at all times.
Yes.
You don't stand and look at the referee, expect protection.
Well, I'm not too sure what his tactics are here, whether he in fact is hurt from that low blow, or... Well, warned for holding. Not too sure what he was holding. Khare getting some really good punches through now. I just wonder where the power in William Khare's punches are. Uppercut from Khare. Left and right combinations. Oh, and the legs wobble of the Congolese boxer. Khare getting on top now.
Yeah, very much so. He's been on top really from round one. He showed great combinations. Well, as I said, what I'd really like him to do is stand just a little bit further away and start dominating with the left jab and then follow through with the right hook, because he's got a cracking right hook when it goes. And I don't think Cito looks as if he's really in this. The only thing he's going to hope for, I think, is a big punch. And if you were saying right, Lou, he's only trained for 6 rounds, and Khare is actually, oh dear me, some good punches and good combinations there. Khare certainly got it all going his way now.
Patoma Cito looks a beaten man already, and we're only in the 3rd round, and it appears as though he's looking for that one punch. Just that one big punch that's going to perhaps win him this fight. But that is like trying to win the lotto, especially against a man like William Khare, who is relentless in his work rates, throwing a lot of punches, and Patoma Cito really just leaning on his opponent and holding on at the moment. Khare again working his way towards his man up against the ropes. Good overhand right, and there comes that 1 or 2 punch flurry every 20-30 seconds or so from the Congolese boxer, and his legs buckled there a little as well. Uppercut from William Khare.
Break, stop. Break, please.
I'm not too sure what he was warned for there at the end of the 3rd round. 3 to go, halfway. Khare well ahead on points.
Indeed, 50% of the fight gone, 50 to go, and I think, quite honestly, we're into what I would call a reasonably easy victory for Khare if he keeps it going. Khare's nice jabs. It's once again, the stand is so close. If only just step away and give himself room to find. That was the complaint to the referee, where he thought he'd been up, hit on the box, probably a glancing blow. And Louis asked what he was warned for holding. I think he was holding his box at the time, because the only thing at the moment, but I think Khare's got this. He seems to have it under control. He seems to jab. He seems to throw those combinations much better. I think the Congolese fighter, he's had plenty of experience. He's been around 21 fights already, and I might add, he's won 14 of those 21, so he's got a lot of experience, but he just seems to be being outclassed here today.
Yes, he certainly is, and the referee calls them together. The bell goes to start the 4th round. We're into the 2nd half of the fight. Uppercut from William Khare. Left hook from Khare. Straight right from Khare. When will Cito throw a punch? It's taken him a while. Oh, there he throws one. Bounces off the gloves. Out goes his gum guard. Now he really is getting into it, as William Khare. Stung into action. Uppercut from Khare. Left and right hooks from Khare. And Patoma Cito hanging on for dear life at the moment. And the head went in there as well. That's desperation stuff. Legs buckled there as well. Takes a good punch though. That he does.
Yeah, he's got that crouching style, and all you can do is do an uppercut, which he did there. But once you do a crouching style, you're not really seeing where your punches are either going or coming from. It's a case really that I think the Congolese boxer, sadly, has been a little outclassed here tonight. He really is. William Khare taking control of this fight right from the word go, and I think he's well ahead on points.
Not only that, is beginning to swell around both eyes is the Congolese boxer. Uppercut from Patoma Cito. Holding again, referees watching them. Maybe he should break and stop them from holding. Now he warns him for holding. Overhand right uppercut followed by a left jab from William Khare.
Stop. The last time I warned you for holding. I did that the point.
And again he warns him for holding. Well, eventually he's going to have to start deducting points. Both boxers throwing wild swinging rights that missed. But Khare, well, this is an easy one to score, this fight. There's all the works coming from William Khare. Uppercut from Khare, hook from Khare, and very few of Patoma Cito's punches are landing. Left hook again from William Khare, uppercut from Patoma Cito that misses. A lot of instructions coming from the corner of Patoma Cito. Uppercut from Khare again. Now Cito up against the ropes. Looks tired, doesn't he? As we get towards the end of this, the fourth round, scheduled for 6. As the bell sounds for the end of the round.
So the end of the fourth round, and I might add, I think that's pretty convincing at the moment. As we're going to round number 5 in just a moment, but I think William Khare has certainly got control of this particular fight. And as you can see, they're very relaxed in his corner, taking instruction. If I was the man there, I'd be saying to him, step back a bit, just come out of there, get that left jab going and finish it all off with a good right. Because we've got 2 rounds to go, scheduled 2 more rounds in this fight. One step back, the man that's really certainly taken a lot of punishment is this man here from the Congo, Cito Cito, and a very experienced fighter. But in the end, he's taken a lot of punishment, I think. Although, perhaps, who knows, he might have a good punch. And you often find that that's what they just wait for. Get themselves out of jail with a big punch.
Well, it's happened before. Hasim Rahman. You might remember that name. Lennox Lewis certainly does. Out of nowhere. Heavyweight champion of the world, Hasim Rahman. Nobody gave him a chance. Well, once there are 2 fighters in a ring, you've always got a chance. Wouldn't bet, though, on Patoma Cito winning this one at the moment. But then again, nobody laid a bet on Hasim Rahman either. Overhand right from Patoma Cito. All of a sudden, he finds something from somewhere. Goes through the guard, does Patoma Cito. Uppercut. Now they clinch. Now the referee breaks them. You just feel, Barry, a little bit disappointed in the fact that you feel that Khare should have finished his opponent off already. It's almost as though he's labouring the point.
Yeah, unless he thinks he wants a good workout, but not many boxers like that. They're normally pretty lazy. I don't mean to be personal, but they like to finish it early, but maybe that's the way they're going to go.
That was a tremendous combination of punches, and Patoma Cito is almost out on his feet. Game he is, that is no doubt. Very, very game. Huge heart. And William Khare, well, now they clinch again, and the referee struggles to break them. Overhand right that just bounces, glides and glances at the top of the head of Patoma Cito. Uppercut from William Khare. Short little uppercut from Khare. Overhand right again from the South African. Looking for a crack at the WBA Pan-African title. That's what's up for grabs to the winner of this fight. And Congolese is being rocked back across the ring. The only thing is, you look at this fight and you presume that Khare is going to walk out of here victorious, and you wonder what his opponent in his next fight will think when he looks at it. He might say to himself, okay, well, if I go in there full tilt, Khare won't last. Cito nearly on the Cito of his pants.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still got a lot of weight in that right of his as well. And he just crouches, takes it in and tries to throw the right. But I think at this moment, Kari is actually cramping him up anyway, so he doesn't get any leverage. But if he did get leverage, I still think he's got something left in that right hook.
Got 5 seconds in this round to prove it as we come to the end of the round.
Now you're going to have to put pressure. Last down coming.
2 downs behind. You can't lose now. Listen to me. Don't try hitting on that.
So a lot of hard work going to have to be done by this man here. He looks absolutely exhausted, and you can see he's only trained for 6 rounds as well. So I think a good decision by the organisers to bring the fight down from an 8-rounder. Good decision by the WBA. Safety of the boxers, always important. And I think that's very important indeed to drop it down from 8 rounds.
Hold it and out.
So the referee, of course, not a scoring referee in WBA, only there just to intervene and keep the rules and keep the fight being controlled under the Marquis of Queensberry rules, ensuring that everything is done properly.
So we continue now. 6th and final round. Uppercut from the South African. Well, all of a sudden, the Congolese boxer has decided, okay, let's get into this one. And into the fight he is now.
Watch your hips.
Once again on the ropes, this time for the first time in the, well, I was going to say for the first time in the fight, the South African Khari was up against the ropes, didn't last too long. He's got some really good punches going in, but just doesn't seem to have the power to knock his opponent out.
I think you said in round 4 that you thought perhaps he didn't take advantage or didn't finish the man off, and I think that's exactly what he hasn't done. He hasn't finished his man off at all. However, if you look at the scorecard, I have 5 rounds completely going the way of William Khari, and I think the way things are going on here, I can't really see the man from the Congo taking this round either.
Well, just takes one punch. We've said it before. Haven't seen it yet from the Congolese boxer. Now he's ducking too low, bleeding from the right eye as well. And Khare really is looking to be on his way to a title fight. This is, after all, an eliminator. Hook to the body, uppercut from Fatima Cito. Very good punch to the body again from William Khari. And Cito looks a beaten man. He looks really tired. He does have that one big punch, though, that he does throw every now and then. There it is. Left jab through the guard of the Congolese boxer. He is taking some punishment, isn't he? Overhand rights from Fatima Cito that just glances off the top of the head of William Khari. Referee Sigalete separates the 2 boxers. That was an overhand right again that just nicked the jaw of the Congolese boxer. Uppercut from William Khari. Well, he's got to be miles ahead on points as William Khari. As we come to the end of the round, and victory imminent for William Khari.
Yeah, very gallant man from the Congo. He's obviously enjoyed his fight, but unfortunately he's going to be well beaten. And according to my scorecard, I don't think Kari lost a round, and I don't think there's any chance of him losing the fight. Once again, you see just the combinations being thrown by both boxers. But Kari is really the man that's enjoying the more dominancy of this particular fight. He's getting it. Good uppercut though there, once again. Good left as well from the man from the Congo. But once again, Kari, the experience, turns the man around and makes sure that at the end of the day, what he's done is opened up a situation where he's just given himself so much room to score points. And William Kari, on my scorecard, will not have lost a round. In fact, I think it's 60 points to 54. We'll have to wait and see what the judges say.
I doubt we'll find any other results than a victory and a crack, I might add, Barry, at the title now for William Kari.
See, this is the great thing about this boxing. What the WBA have been able to do by separating the Pan-African division now from the European. Remember, there always used to be a case where WBA Africa was also part of Europe. So now this has meant that it gives the Africans a chance at their own title, and that's so important for furthering your career.
Yes, of course, because in the future, and watch out for it on TV Africa and Bob TV, there will be fights between the Pan-Asian champions and the Pan-African champions. And I can tell you that on our last bill, we had Earl Marias win the title, and he's off to fight in a Pan-Asian, Pan-African unification fight. Right, let's get across to our ring announcer, Mike McKenna.
Thank you, Louis. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision in this middleweight contest. Jaap van Nieuwenhuizen scores the fight 60-54. David Mentor scores the fight 60-54. And Joe Horn scores the fight also 60-54. The winner by unanimous decision, William Kari.
It doesn't get more unanimous than that. And Barry, your scorecard spot on the mark.
But it wasn't a hard one, was it? That one, Louis, I must admit. It was an easy one to score. But at the end of the day,